Hey guys, Tin Man here. Hoodoos. Just finishing off something, piece of jerky here, so bear with me for a moment. Do you know what a hoodoo is? You're looking at hoodoos. It's a terminology that in this part of the country, a lot of people probably wouldn't even recognize the word maybe. But as far as I understand it, it's that shape of a sand kind of based, natural manipulation of the earth, and they look like that, and they're called hoodoos. So, now that we know that they're called hoodoos, I'm going to tell you that they're never around here. That's the reason why we don't know what they're called. This roadway was made a long time ago, and those are just starting to appear. And that's because that's not really a natural water runoff in any way. To some extent, sure, maybe the water from up on top of there looks like it's sloping that way in a way, but maybe it keeps going and there's a lot of water that comes down and saturates out through there. That will help a process of breakdown then if there is some water. Look, see it right? If you start to look, you might even be able to calculate what you think are kind of just picking outs and stuff like that. Anyways, so what I'm telling you is because they do so much earth work. It's really, there's so many of them. We're going to be blown away. We're going to be blown away. And yeah, so they'll do these kind of things. Even look at that pattern. Whoops, I just pushed that button by an accident. Okay, am I there all the way? Yeah. So see that pattern coming down right there in the middle? Kind of interesting, yeah? A lot of straight lines. Is that the water? Is the dark color maybe just because of water that came down there? Whoops. Came down there? Or could, yeah, I would say probably, eh? It's not anywhere else really, is it? Because it's so, yeah, it's just got to be in the, but like this one right here, they see how that is layered like that and stuff. That might not be the natural look, because that's kind of what the outside, that's probably a chunk of one of the original outside parts. Zoom back here. That part in the center there is probably the original roadside, and then it was probably before they came here and got heavy, it was probably covered in moss by then or something, and they've cleaned it off to that degree. You can see the difference on how that one's clean compared to that one. So the top has even come back further. These hoodoos are a new thing, because I always like seeing hoodoos, and ever since I learned what they were called, yeah, it's just been in a subject line of mine, because I've always been many times working in the mountains or going into the mountains and stuff. So one of the places that they're big is out in Kamloops area. If you wanted to punch that into the computer, Kamloops, British Columbia, and you'll see, and hoodoos, just punch in hoodoos and you'll see your own country hoodoos, I guess. So we might get somebody looking at us, I would imagine, eh? I don't know where they are. I was just driving along here, taking my time, viewing a lot of stuff. And yeah, So that noise that happened a moment back, about a minute or so, around a minute, either it was my stomach or it was something else. Bird? For real bird, I think. Not close anyways. As in, I don't think we'd be able to get a view on him. It's probably in the bush behind me. Peace out from the Tin Man. Just hear the tree smack, wood knock. Taking some pictures. Peace out.